I feel like a little bit of myself, like once I have something, I can't not finish it. Like that's just kind of my personality, like I have to get it done. My goals that I've set for myself are what motivate me, and just how badly I want to get there, that's what motivates me to keep going.
I've never met someone who works harder, someone who's more dedicated, and someone who's willing to do the work to get better.
So a lot of athletes will come to you and you'll communicate with them, but they don't actually apply. But with Annie, if you give her something, that kid applies it.
Being a soccer player is what I've always wanted to do. My name's Annie Karich, I'm 17 years old and I play soccer.
So we'll just start here. We use the 18-yard box to start. Done.
I started playing soccer when I was 3, just trying it out. Kind of played a lot of other sports too, but I feel like soccer is the one that really stuck with me since the beginning, that I always knew it was my favorite.
She really wanted to learn more about the game, and I found a local organization that described themselves as a starter club. I called the coach and said, you know, I have a daughter, can she come out to your practices and just to kind of learn, because she wants to learn soccer. He agreed to let us do that, and so for a year, she just went to those practices and just learned as much as she could.
But I think just over the years trying everything, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it was the most fun for me and honestly probably the most difficult.
She's had to work through a lot of injuries, and it's a testament to being a great athlete is injuries happen and you have to learn how to adapt and overcome and work through them, and it's not easy.
Early club years, I was cut from ODP, I was cut from a national team pool, and I feel like that is what led into my self-doubt and all that negative thoughts, and also just injuries from before quarantine. I had a high ankle sprain, and that one took me out for a few months, and I also had stress fractures in my back. I was going through a patch where I was really getting in my own head and like, oh, I'm not good enough, like, I'm not gonna do this, I can't do this. I really was just getting in my own head and kind of preventing myself from getting better, but so I really took the time to focus on that and take care of my mental state and work with Greg to just get rid of all the negative thoughts. He called those ants, automatic negative thoughts, and he was like, once those ants come into your head, just really kind of just let it go. And once I did, I feel like that really helped me as a player and as a person. Also just, getting through that block really helped me take my game to another level.
You know, one of the things, Annie's really unique in that as much as she's committed to soccer, she's committed to her teammates, and she's a great friend, she's very supportive, but then she also challenges her teammates, and she sets an example that they want to follow, and when they see her do it, they then want to push themselves more.
I want to be a pro soccer player. I'm not going to be going out on the weekends and, you know, doing drugs or like doing stuff that I think will get in the way of that goal. Beginning of high school, like, people had always offered vapes, you know, offered like, oh, do you want this? But I've always been like, no, like kind of established early on that I'm not into that, and like I'm a serious athlete, I don't do that. I feel like a lot of kids that do it don't think it's really that serious, you know? They just feel like it's something fun to do or releases their stress and all that. But I have noticed that a lot of people that I know that vape they're not in the best mental state, I guess. I did not know that vaping and nicotine could worsen someone's anxiety. I feel like they realized that it is making their stress worse, and they didn't know that and they thought it was helping them. I don't know if that would maybe make them want to stop. Just having a day or two a week just to focus on something else will help your physical state and your mental state and affect you for the better. These are some of my friends. They all play soccer, and we're just here to train.
It was hard to, get games and contact practices like at the beginning of quarantine. So we just came out, we play, 5-on-5, 8-on-8, and just kind of get touches, get some like game action, and just enjoy.
Over quarantine, we all just started playing pickups together. And so that's kind of how we all got introduced to each other. And just throughout quarantine, we'd train, we'd play pickups because no one was really playing any games or sometimes not even having club practice. So we just kind of found ways to get busy together.
We're at my fitness studio in Long Beach, California. It's called Elite Personal Training. We've been here for about 7.5 years.
I first started coming here about 3 years ago. I really wanted to improve my fitness and just my agility because on the field, soccer's a lot about cutting, agility, all that.
So we're working on some of the things that are going to help build the tissues and the muscles in the body.
Today's workout, we did a lot of quick footwork and then some cardio work and strength to get my legs tired so that kind of replicates the game.
So we try to get her to work on the quickness of her moves, using the squares and the ladder. All just things to help her quickness moving laterally. So basically we just try to work on putting the ball into the workouts so that when we tire her legs out, when we give her things that are gonna make her more fatigued, especially mentally, she can still perform her task. And from there, we came over here to our slam balls. What I had her do is just jump in the air and slam it. So it was explosive while still being strong as well.
I know that Jaron pushes me a lot, but I know he wouldn't give me something to do that I can't handle. So I'm never gonna tell him, no, I'm not gonna do that, you know?
You know, I think leadership is learned, and I think she got a little bit of a head start. And she's been surrounded by great coaches, great players, great teammates, and she learned that she could be one of them. And she really takes pride in wanting to help people where they are to become something greater than they are.
Are our hips in a good position to really push through the ball towards her? You see what I'm saying? All right, that's the level. So today we're doing a little technical training. We'll warm up a little ball mastery, coordination between the feet, and biggest focus is our first touch, preparing our second.
Yellow, blue. I'm pretty sure I started with Greg around 7 years old or 7, 8, something like that. Kind of pretty young. Been with him for a while. So with Greg, he's so creative. There's always something else. Like we're never doing the same workout twice, and he's always thinking. He's constantly thinking, what more can she do?
Maybe it's a drag turn, right? Opening up like you're gonna play out that side and yes, right? And so everything we do, we try to relate to the game. So we're always based on 3 things, which it's all under one word, which is speed. So her physical speed, which she works on, and then what we do is kind of her first touch, set her up to play. So for example, here today, we're working in the center of the field, possibly receiving the ball played into her from center back or an outside back with her back to the field. Is she, how's she using her first touch? Can she turn and advance forward? Does she need to collect negative to make a little more time and space for herself? We're forcing her to be aware of her surroundings by using different colored cones. Is she checking over her shoulder to see what's there before the ball comes into her? That's how we do it. So how quick can you get those short touches under control and pop it again?
Whoa.
She's been blessed by having the right people who genuinely care about her, and Greg is one of those people for her. I mean, he helped her to develop this passion to be a student of the game, and so he's been very key in her just developing this desire to constantly get better and to constantly learn and just to have fun with it too. He's very good at reminding her to have fun. Why are you here? You're here because you love the game. And that's been really a lot due to him and her time with him.
I'll tell him myself what I think I need to work on, and he also puts in what he thinks I need to work on. And so just combining that, it's always something new, it's always something different, and I feel like just consistently doing that kind of training, it makes me improve as a soccer player.
I think Annie's really used the resources around her.
She's been able to activate some intrinsic motivation, and she really loves the game, and she's committed to constantly improving, getting better, and she is striving to just keep growing as a player and really to try and understand the game at an elite level.
These are flags just from national team camps. Every camp we go to, we get a US flag, and then every time we play against a new country, we get a flag from theirs too, and we kind of just switch. Yeah, I've definitely been able to travel to many countries that I never thought I'd go to. For example, China, Sweden, Portugal. I feel like having that experience and knowing what it's like, that drives me for sure, just wanting that feeling so bad and being able to be in the stadium with all the fans and playing in front of everyone. It's a crazy moment for sure.
In today's times, very few people understand sacrifice and putting in the hours and the time to get better at what they do. Annie's pretty much there. You know, the drive she has, the focus it's rare for a girl her age.
I feel like everything else just stops, and when I'm in the game, like, I'm just playing, I'm having fun with my teammates, but it's also hard work, and it's also, there's a job to do. You gotta score goals, you gotta win the game, and hard to explain. It's just kind of a feeling, like I just love the game so much that I just feel like it's part of me.